bad place. I knew that it was going to take time. I knew that there weren't that many opportunities.
Yeah, because how long have you been looking before you started working together?
Well, I was laid off at the end of June and we started working together at the beginning of September.
At what point did you say, you know what, I think I might need a little help with this?
Actually, I always reach out for help if I need it.
Yes.
And
Smart, successful people do.
And I told my husband, I said, there's a lot of these agencies or consultants that offer assistance with jobs. I said, if nothing comes along when the kids go back to school, I'm going to take a closer look at them. And so I had been taking a look at quite a few of them. And this is one thing I wanted to share with you and give you some feedback. I did look at a lot of them. And the reason I went with you guys, I mean, just at directors and executive level, which I was looking to get at. 2, I didn't get overwhelmed and overhounded by a load of emails. 3, I had to wait for your introductory webinar. And then when I did wait for that, because I think I've signed up about 10 days in advance, when I did wait for that, it just spoke to me. And so that's really why I signed up. And for the price point, I felt was very well positioned as well.
What do you think you found the most valuable working together?
To be honest, I think it was a combination of, for me personally, in terms of my learning and what I got out and what I'm going to take with me, it's a combination of being forced to network.
Yeah.
And then your coaching calls forcing me to network. And I still hear you, even this morning when I was writing down my goals. Really, for me, that has been the most valuable thing. And although I didn't get this job through networking, and the networking, it happened a little bit, then this really took off. I really now am going to take with me the whole value of the networking, and I already have my next goal is my next position I am going to acquire through networking. I don't quite know how I'm going to do that yet, but I do know that I'm closer to that than I was before. So although I say, okay, I found this job not through networking, it was just the right fit. The learning I got from the network and the feeling of, I don't really want that. So although I say, okay, I found this job not through networking, it was just the right fit. The learning I got from the networking and the feeling of, I don't really want to do this, means you absolutely should do it. I'm living by that at the moment. I'm only 10 days into my new job, but I'm definitely living into it. So for me, it was that. I never would have thought of converting this to a VP position, which is what I really, really wanted. I kind of would have gone for it, and I couldn't have got particularly excited about that. I may not have even interviewed so well if I wasn't excited about what I could turn it into. And certainly I pushed the pay far and above what I would have done before. I always have negotiated, but never quite that. Well, I would tell them that it's absolutely the best thing that they can do for their career. What I did say to my husband, it's actually really interesting. The people who responded to me for networking were actually higher. The higher the person is in the organization and the more they've got their stuff together, the more they make time to talk to interesting people. And I found that. And I actually probably only had about 8 to 10 networking calls. That was very interesting. I know that if this job hadn't come along, something would have fallen through it eventually. But that is absolutely the right investment to make in yourself. And I was willing to make that investment. The thing that I was having a really hard time with, and my husband even more so, I couldn't understand how you were actually going to
do everything.
And as soon as you took me into the thing, and this is kind of how it went down in our family. I know you don't really like this, but I'm going to do it anyway. And what he said, you'll stand behind. It's kind of how it went down. As soon as I was convinced in myself, then I knew it was the right thing to do. So
congratulations on your new role, and we wish you the best of luck.
Well, thank you. And what I will say to you and to Cara is that, yes, the value was in those coaching sessions and getting together with everyone. And I would say is make sure you don't lose that personal touch. I know you want to expand your business and everything like that and grow it.
Yeah. Thanks for, spending a couple times linking up with us.
No problem at all. And